Good morning and welcome to all of you. During last period, we have studied the sexual dimorphism in fishes. Yes, in Elasmobranchi and in Holocephali, how sexes are identified externally by identifying the fishes. That is how we can discriminate male fish and female fish according to the sexual dimorphic character. In Elasmobranchi, male shark and female shark, these are to be different. In Holocephali, male chimera and female chimera, these are to be identified, presence of the sexual dimorphic character. Then we have seen teleostomy. In teleostomy member, that is the Mr. Singala. In Mr. Singala, male fish and female fish, these are to be identified depending upon the papilla. Pseudo-copulatory papilla is present, and this papilla is to be slender pointed papilla, these are to be present just behind the pelvic fin of the male fish, and such papilla is to be absent in female fish. Up to here we have studied last time. Yes. Then next to these teleostomy members, some other teleostomy member, these fishes, these are to show the sexual dimorphic character. The famous example is the Gambusia finis. Gambusia finis, commonly it is to be called as guppy. Commonly it is to be called as guppy fish. Why this guppy fish is to be famous? Why it is to be important? Who can tell? Guppy fish. Everywhere slogan, these are to be pasted. Everywhere slogan, these are to be written. That may be wall of municipalities, that may be wall of school, that may be wall of the any different temples or different places, or behind the ST. Behind the ST slogan, these are to be written. What is the slogan? सांगाई प्रत्येक ठिकाणी अशी स्लोगन एखादं वाक्य लिहिलेलं असतं. नगरपालिका असेल, दवाखाने असतील किंवा आणखी सार्वजनिक ठिकाणी. कुठलं वाक्य आहे ते? Specially, malaria is to be caused. Malaria is to be caused due to, yes, malaria कशामुळे होतो? मलेरिया होतो का? मॉस्किटो. मॉस्किटो मुळे काय होतं? मलेरिया. मलेरिया म्हणजे थंडी ताप ज्याला आपण म्हणतो. Annually in whole world more than 20 lakh people, these are to be died, these are to be dead due to the malaria parasite malaria. And this malaria, these are to be caused by mosquito, Anopheles mosquito, these are to be bite, then malaria, these are to be occur, and this malaria, these are to be serious disease just 6 to 8 months prior. Similar, parallel to the vaccine of coronavirus. Again, vaccine is to be available on malaria also. Because this malaria, these are to be causative organism is the mosquito. To avoid malaria, to minimize the mosquito, to lower the mosquito. And why mosquito, these are to be increasing? Due to dirty places into where more quantity of water, more water resources, these are to be present. In these water resources, this mosquito, these are to be developed, these are to be flourished. To destroy these mosquito, this fish, these are to be important. These fish, these are to be important. It is the biological control. It is the biological control to minimize, to lower this malaria. That is the Gambusia finis. गप्पी मासे पाळा आणि हिवताप टाळा. तुम्ही जे एसटीच्या पाठीमागे स्लोगन पाहिले असेल किंवा कुठेच शाळा असेल, दवाखान्यात त्या ठिकाणी हे स्लोगन लावले असते. गप्पी मासे पाळा आणि हिवताप टाळा, मलेरिया टाळा. Because these fishes, these are to be consumed the larvae of mosquito, and once larvae these are to be destroyed, mosquito is to be not flourished, and when larvae these are to be destroyed, larvae these are to be completely vanished by these fishes. No mosquito these are to be appear. No mosquito is to be appear means ultimately malaria is to be depressed down. These are to be lowered down. To control the malaria, these fishes these are to be important. That is Gambusia affinis is to be commonly called as guppy fish. Commonly called as guppy fish. And these fishes in male fish and female fish. In male fish and female fish these are to be sexually we can identify, because in male fish long, slender, tube-like, first difference is to be present, and it is to be called as the gonopodium. It is called as gonopodium. Such gonopodium is to be absent in female guppy fish. Such gonopodium is to be absent in female guppy fish, but this gonopodium is present in male guppy fish. Remember that this is the interesting character of the guppy fish. The color of the guppy fish is to be, that is the color of the vibgioid. Color of the vibgioid. Simply color of the fish is to be rainbow color. Rainbow color जैसा आकाशात इंद्रधनुष दिसतो त्या टाइपचं. And hence these fishes these are also called as rainbow trout. It is called as rainbow trout because these fishes, two similar male, two similar female, or two males, these are to be not similarly colored. Not though two males these are to be similar color, because these fishes these are to be different from one another for color formation, and hence these fishes these are called as the rainbow trout. These are called as the rainbow trout. These conditions these are to be seen, these are to be found. What is the condition? That is the two males of guppy fishes these are to be never similar same. These are to be different. Color pattern is also different. Hence, in these guppy fishes, in the Gambusia affinis fish, all males these are to be dissimilar. Again, interesting character: males are to be smaller than females. Males are smaller than females. Females are larger as compared to the size. And gonopodium is present in male guppy fish. Such gonopodium is to be absent in female guppy fish. It is to be absent in female guppy fish. See here, simple. In the see, this is the male fish which is to be smaller and female fish which is to be larger. Male fish, these are to be possesses just behind the pelvic fin a long, slender, pointed, tube-like structure. This tube-like structure is called as the gonopodium, and such gonopodium is to be absent in female fish. Gonopodium is absent in female fish at the time of breeding, at the time of spawning. Due to this gonopodium, sperm these are to be deposited inside the female's body. Such gonopodium is present in male guppy fish, and such gonopodium is to be absent in female guppy fish. Depending upon the gonopodium, we can identify whether the fish is male guppy or whether the fish is female guppy. Sexual dimorphic character which is to be seen in these two fishes, that is male guppy fish, a long hollow tubular structure is present, it is called as gonopodium. Such gonopodium is absent in female fish, female guppy fish, and depending on this character we can identify whether the fish is male guppy or whether the fish is female guppy. And these male fishes, these are to be never similar, never same to one another. Hence color pattern is to be a rainbow like, it is called as rainbow trout. In MCQ it is to be asked, dash is the rainbow trout fish, or gonopodium is present in dash fish. Option A male guppy, option B female guppy, option A male hippocampus, option B female hippocampus. Your answer is gonopodium, male guppy fish. In male guppy fish, that is gonopodium is present, gonopodium is to be found. This is the sexual dimorphic character. Sexual dimorphic character, these are to be found, these are to be occur, and it is to be a interesting character among the guppy fish. It is another example. First, that is Mr. Singala, then guppy fish. Then another fish, that is another cyprinodont fish. It is called as Xenodexia. Another cyprinodont fish, Xenodexia. Another cyprinodont fish, that is the Xenodexia fish. Xenodexia fish. In this Xenodexia fish, pectoral fin. Remember, which is the pectoral fin? This is the pectoral fin. This is the pectoral fin of fish. This is the Gambusia fish. But in Xenodexia species, not it is the Xenodexia. Remember. Just behind the pectoral fin, a long tubular rod-like structure is present in the Xenodexia. In the Xenodexia, it is called as the gonopodium. It is called as the gonopodium. But where this gonopodium is present? This gonopodium is present just behind the pectoral fin. Just behind the pectoral fin lateral side, a long, or this pectoral fin, these are to be modified. Pectoral fin, these are to be modified, a spine-like structure. A spine-like structure into a tube, and it is to be called as the gonopodium. In male Xenodexia, remember, which is the fish? In male Xenodexia, a pectoral fin, these are to be modified. Pectoral fin, these are to be modified to form a long tubular structure called as gonopodium, and it is to be present in male Xenodexia, which is absent in female Xenodexia. Such pectoral fin, modification of pectoral fin in a tubular gonopodium like structure, such modification, these are to be absent in female Xenodexia and present in male genodexia. Which part is to be modified? That is the pectoral fin. In MCQ it is to be asked. MCQ ला काय विचारलं जातं? In a dash fish, pectoral fin these are to be modified into a gonopodium-like structure and sexual dimorphism is seen in dash fish. तुमचा आंसर काय? ऑप्शन काय असतो? ऑप्शन ए मेल हिप्पोकॅम्पस, ऑप्शन बी मेल झिनोडेक्सिया, ऑप्शन सी मेल मिस्टर सिंगाला, ऑप्शन डी that is male guppy fish. Your answer is to be where pectoral fin is to be modified into a gonopodium-like structure in male Xenodexia species. Male Xenodexia species, such rod-like tube-like gonopodium is present. Such structure is to be found. It is to be called as the cyprinodont fish, male Xenodexia. Male Xenodexia, such sexual dimorphic character, such sexual dimorphism is to be found. It is to be seen. Yes. Two examples. First, Mr. Singala. Last period we have seen pseudocopulatory papilla, pointed, slender, present in male fish, absent in female fish. Then gonopodium, hollow tubular, long, curved tube. These are to be developed just behind the pelvic fin in male guppy fish and absent in female guppy fish. Then similar gonopodium is to be formed from the pectoral fin of cyprinodont fish, that is male Xenodexia, and such gonopodium is to be absent in female Xenodexia. That is the organs which is to be related to these copulation. These organs, these are to be studied, these are to be found. Then second important structure, and that second important structure is to be these organs. These are to be related, developed, but it is to be not related to the reproduction. Not related to the reproduction, but these are to be related to the male and female identification. Male and female. Up to here we have seen the character which is to be related to the development of copulatory organ. Development of copulatory organ, that is the clasper. In male shark, clasper is present. Female shark, clasper is absent. Male chimera, clasper is present. Frontal clasper is present. Hence, it is to be identified. Female chimera, frontal clasper and clasper, these are to be absent. In elasmobranchi and in holocephaly. In teleostomy, that is in teleostomy first, that is Mr. Singala, pseudocopulatory papilla is present, pointed, slender in male fish, papilla is absent in female fish. Then in male Gambusia finish, long tubular curved like gonopodium is to be developed just behind the pelvic fin, and such gonopodium is to be absent in female Gambusia finish. And another important character, that is the male Xenodexia. Again, pectoral fin, these are to be modified, a gonopodium-like structure in male Xenodexia, and pectoral fin is to be not modified into a gonopodium-like structure in female Xenodexia. These are the 5 examples which identify the male fish and female fish. Then this is the first structure related to copulation, related to directly for copulatory organs. Then second criteria, second important point, the structure is to be not related. Structure is to be present in male fish and female fish, but it is to be not related to the reproduction. It is not related to reproduction. Structure, these are to be developed. Structure, these are to be formed. Structure, these are to be developed. These are to be formed. Not related to copulatory organ. Not related to the copulation. Second important criteria, structure not related to copulatory organ, copulation. Then which are these structures? These are to be found. Which are these structures? These are to be seen. Again, This is the lion head. It is called as lion head cichlid. Lion head cichlid fish. What is the identifying character? What is the distinguishing character in male fish and female fish? Males are smaller, females are larger. As compared to the body size, males are smaller fish and females are larger. And second important character which is to be related to the identification but not related to the reproduction, not related to the copulatory. And that is this is the fleshy lump. Fleshy lump just on head region, just behind the eye region, a fleshy lump is present. And such a fleshy lump is to be absent in female fish. It is to be such a fleshy lump is to be absent in female fish but present in male fish, and due to this it is to be called as the male lion head cichlid. Male lion head cichlid. In this male lion head cichlid, fleshy lump is to be present just on the eye head region, just opposite to the eye, on head region. A fleshy lump is to present, a fleshy, that is bubble like structure is to present of a flesh, and such structure is to be absent in female fish. Depending on this fleshy lump, we can identify whether the fish is male or whether the fish is female. In lion head cichlid fish, two species these are to be identified, two species these are to be differentiated. One, male fish, which is to be presence of fleshy lump on head region, and such fleshy lump is to be absent in female fish, and female is always larger. Female is always larger as compared to the male fish. This is the character which is to be related. This is the character which is to be found in which fish? That is the lion head cichlid fish. Lion head cichlid fish. In these lion head cichlid fish, that is the such a structure these are to be found. It is to be occur. It is the identifying character which is to be found in male fish and female fish. Then another important and interesting example. That is again famous example is the swordtail fish. Swordtail fish. It is commonly scientific name of that fish is the Zippophorus hilary. Zippophorus hilary. In this Zippophorus hilary, these fish, a caudal fin these are to be modified. A lower lobe of caudal fin these are to be modified. A blade-like structure, a sword-like structure, or sword-like structure. Hence, it is commonly called as swordtail fish. Which fish? That is the Zippophorus hilary. It is the aquarium fish. And these aquarium fish, these are to be formed, these are to be develop a blade-like structure, develop a sword-like structure. Where this sword-like structure is present, lower lobe of caudal fin, lower lobe of caudal fin, these are to be modified and forms pointed long blade-like structure. Pointed long blade-like structure look like a sword-like appearance. Look like a sword-like appearance. Hence, it is called as the sword-tail fish. It is called as sword-tail fish. And in male sword-tail fish is small with blade-like structure, and female fish these are to be large and without such blade-like structure. Depending upon this blade-like long pointed structure, we can identify whether the fish is male fish or whether fish is female. Male swordtail and female swordtail. Swordtail where sword structure is to form, where structure these are to be developed, lower lobe of caudal fin, these are to be modified and forms long pointed tube-like, blade-like, scythe-like structure, sword-like structure. Hence, it is called as the sword-tail fish. It is the aquarium fish. It is the aquarium fish, and this fish these are to be found where the aquarium these are to be developed, where the aquarium these are to be found. In these aquarium, this fish these are to be generally occur. It is to be found. That is the fish N.G.P. It is to be asked for MCQ. Because what is the scientific name of sword-tail fish? Your option is lion-head cichlid, male lion-head cichlid. Option is Xenodexia species or N.G.P. N.G.P. or N.G.P. is commonly called as sword-tail fish because caudal fin these are to be modified, pointed blade-like elongated structure. It is to be look like a sword-like structure. Hence, it is called as sword-tail fish. Hence, it is called as the sword-tail fish. It is another important example. That is the structure which is to be present but not related to the copulatory organ, copulatory part. Yes, समझते गए? Then we will see next remaining. काय अडचण काय शंका?